All right. Well, tell us about the 100 Black Men's March. Tell us what that's all about.
The deal is this. In New Britain, the demographics have changed. And there's so many people who think that they're all by themselves, that they don't have any help, and there's no way to get help, there's no way to access help. So we're starting this organization, and the prayer is that people know that they don't have to live their lives in a silo, that there are men and women who are willing to help even the most destitute. And by that, we can make our city a better city, we can make people's lives better, and that's our intent, to point people in the right direction.
You cannot talk about solutions until you first diagnose the problem. A lot of people want to rush to solutions before we even agree on what the problems are. So we'll talk about the problems, and then we'll talk about the three-pronged attack to address them.
And what is the problem?
You know what? The problems of New Britain are the problems of black people everywhere. As a person who lives in Los Angeles, I'm more here to do some listening about the problems than, I hope people don't expect me to be the answer man that was brought in from the West Coast. But we did have a conversation last night with some of the brothers at the church, and they talked about some of the problems that they see. One person said that they don't really see a clear black community in New Britain. When you ask where is the black community located, what is the black community doing, they said there's some confusion as to the answer about that. So that was one of the problems I heard. Another problem I heard is one that's common to our people everywhere. It's that cradle to prison pipeline. What can we do to stop our young people from ending up behind bars, basically? What can we do to foster more unity among black organizations, not just the black church, but there are many of our people who are not church. There are a lot of our people who aren't going to come into a congregation. What do we do for those people who are not part of the church structure? So not just one problem, several problems that are similar to problems that we face throughout the communities in our country.
What do you hope to accomplish by this march?
Well, we want to start something that's going to be perpetual. And by that I mean, my prayer is that by the end of the day, we're going to have enough men and women here today who will know that we're going to be meeting at least once a month or once every other month, and we're going to be able to take the youth, and one of the things we want to do is to mentor our youth, and we want to be able to help them get to the next level. We want them to know that their education is important and that they're not alone. They're not alone in this walk.
Hello everyone. I really want to thank you all for coming today. I know a lot of boys my age, black boys, who don't really have someone at home, don't have someone to go to for questions, don't have someone for a role model, don't have someone to look up to. They don't want to look at the rappers and everyone's like, they're gonna be ghetto. They don't want to look at the presidents and the politicians and be like, they're gonna be liars. They want to go to their fathers, but some of them don't have any. So I want to thank you all for coming out today, because they can look up to you all. They can see you and be like, they're trying to make a change. They're not doing something too big or too small. They're doing what we're trying to do today. Thank you.
But it's important because when we were walking down the street, when we first came up with this, people was asking, what's the purpose? What's the reason for doing it? But if you was watching as we were walking, people were beeping. The looks on their face were odd, the looks on their face was excitement, the looks on their face was about time. Where you been? Well, we're here now. And we're going to continue to be visible in our community, because this is our community. Nothing against City Hall, nothing against the councilman, or no. But this is our community. We live here. We live here. These are our kids out there using drugs. These are our daughters out there doing what they're doing. These are our people, our family. And it's time that we stop looking at other people to take care of our community and start stepping up and take care of our own community. Then we can tell the other people in office that we put in office what we want done.
And pass it on. All right.
And when you move in that,
Sorry, bud.